Welcome to episode 12 of MotorStorm, and where we are now going to finish off our first ticket of level 2 in this segment, where the event is called SOS. I'm also pretty sure that is an ABBA song. Where are those happy days? They seem so hard to find. Whatever. Let's get on with this. And so, for this event, I'm pretty sure I've already used both the Castro Robusto and the Voodoo Iguana, which means, of course, that we only have one choice, and that one choice is the Springbok Kalahari. The one choice we have not used up to this point. As for the colour, well, let's have a look. Well, I just drove in white, so don't think I'm going to do that again. Yes. Let's do this. The tenderizer is tight and technical. Be careful with your line choice. Avoid the mud wherever you can, and have a blast. Thank you, game. I will probably not have a blast now that you have officially said that. Although, I am predicting this will be just a little bit more fun than Dust Devil, because that is a very treacherous circuit to navigate. But anyways, here we are for the tenderizer. And we basically have some cars, and someone looks like they're driving a Hummer. At least I think that's a Hummer. Anyways. It is go from the tenderizer, and already beginning the first lap, as which I am following a majority of the field, which are racing trucks and mud pluggers. And now already moving up, of course, into third position, so slowly closing in on the leaders. And ironically, I now take the lead for the first time. Even though ironically I've never driven this circuit before. But overall, at the moment things are going very well. Trying my hardest to avoid the mud, even though I would imagine that's probably going to be impossible because there will be some inevitable mud patches around this circuit. And yeah, okay, I'm going to have to do some reversing. Come on, can I get out? Okay, I have escaped. I have escaped the rock patch where I thought for sure I was going to be left out to dry, but somehow in the end I was able to get myself back into contention, and now I am out. As a matter of fact, it looks like this is going very badly. Since I totaled my Springbok. And of course, to anyone who is asking, I am not referring to this being a part of the Springbok's rugby team. Or American football team or football team to those of you who live in America. Or to those of my viewers who live in America, and I'm pretty sure there is at least a couple who watch my videos from the States. But yeah, this is definitely not that sort of Springbok. And somehow, amidst all of that, I am back up to the lead. Guess that's just how easy the racing has been for me so far. Because I've had the concentration to get through it even when I'm hungry. Fuck. Can I please just stop hitting every fucking rock in sight? That would be nice. Can I please just stop being the fucking cocksucker for the rocks? That would be nice. If I could avoid doing that. Because this shit feels like it's orchestrated. And go fuck yourself. Okay, I need to reverse now. Never mind. I mean, my car was basically looking like shit anyway, so... whatever. I had to do something. And oddly enough, I'd not blown up to that point, so I basically just decided it was worth it to just get it over with, and then I can get my car back up to working productivity. At least by the way it looks, sort of be back to working productivity. And we also have some buggies in this race as well. So we've got racing trucks, mud pluggers, and we have mud pluggers as the three types of vehicles we are up against in this race. Oh, for fuck's sake! Why do I keep sliding into the rocks? Oh, whatever. At least I can say the AI aren't having a much better time than me at the moment. Even though I'm pretty sure this will not be a race-winning run. Although personally, I still think Rain God Misa is worse than this circuit. Because to be completely honest, I've actually grown to hate Rain God Misa. Final lap, and already making contact with the AI, and somehow I keep ending up back in second place, or at least I maneuver myself back up to second position whenever it looks as though I'm not going to be in contention for a win. It basically just comes back to jump out at me, more or less. If you can quote me on that. I have no idea how I was able to squeeze through those rocks, but somehow I did. Well, at least I didn't hit the center rock this time, which would have been detrimental if I did that. And I do not know how to get all the way up to that bridge up there, but there has to be a route somewhere to make that bridge. There just has to be. It wouldn't just randomly appear out in the open. As I'm now slipping and sliding through the mud, and also trying to hold on to the lead. But again, this thing is not over yet. I still need to survive the remaining portion of this track if I'm going to win. Still, must be said, this is definitely a long track. Certainly the longest one I've driven in this game so far, because it's already been 7 minutes. And am I going to get the win? Yes, I do! In spite of all the chaos and destruction that I was almost certainly victimized to throughout this race. Somehow in the end I still won. Probably because of the AI's incompetence. Well, either that or me just basically learning to make less mistakes than the AI do. And someone just rolled it back there. And now I just rolled it. Well, at least it means I can get my springbok in full working condition, if you can call it that. But yeah, things are going well, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I think that should do it for the clickbait side of the video. And so, this is the classification order. So in the end of that, I won by 2.4 seconds over Miguel Keenanen, and then Greg Chan completes the podium in what I think was in the Caribid. And then for the rest of the top 6 we had Darius Savorsky ahead of Nate Lynette and Mira Hawk, and the rest of the finishing order was Monty Dog ahead of Greg Rasputin the second. Then we had Basil Ruszczynski in 9th ahead of Lethal Doherty, or Doherty, and then at the back we had Max Hollywood. And pretty close race overall, because it was only, about 5 seconds from 1st to 11th, so overall that was a pretty competitive race, even though in the end I did end up winning again because, well, the AI just don't necessarily have the competence to keep up with me, or to make damage limitation. And we've also unlocked ourselves in a new vehicle, and I think it's a big rig. But anyways, our first ticket of level 2 is now done and dusted, and next time we shall be moving onwards to our second ticket, where surprisingly we only have 2 events to do before we move on to ticket number 3, which only has 1 event, and then for our final level 2 ticket we have 4 events. Anyways, there we go. The first ticket of level 2 is complete, and next time we will be moving onwards to Juggernaut. Coming up next.